a quick like little preview of the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs have opened up a 1.5 favorite and all of that stuff. How do you see some like key matchups? As we'll just go down the list. What is one key thing on the Eagles offense that you think could be a big part of this game?
Well, I think for me, it's got to be Kellen Moore. And don't leave that running game unless they force you to leave it. If they take it away and they do what we talked about, they gang up on the running game. Now I've got a lot of weapons. I've got Dallas Goedert and A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. But don't come out thinking, I got to get the ball to those guys. Let's see if this Kansas City defense can stop that run. I've got a big advantage with my front five against they're small, they're quick, they do a lot of blitzing. But can they just stop us from running the football? That's what Kellen Moore has to find out early in the game.
Yep, and I agree. I thought that was one difference of the Rams game and the Washington Commanders game of like,
Yep.
I thought Kellen Moore outsmarted himself just a little bit, like opening up passing, and then they kind of got to Saquon and, ended up with 26 carries. But no, I agree with that. And I think offensively, and I want to see, and I said in that Rams game too, and I thought Jalen Hurts did a better job of that too against the Commanders. I want to see Jalen Hurts let it rip in the run game. When he decides to run the ball, I think about him as a runner, and again, being in the secondary. That's not a fun guy. Like, it's not a break, really, when you tackle Saquon Barkley, and then you look up and you're like, damn, Jalen Hurts kept it now, and now I got to come up and tackle him. So this is the last game of the year. There's nothing else to hold on to. I want to see him be an aggressive runner, because I just think about the problems that now creates for this defense as you're trying to stop Saquon Barkley and you're trying to deal with the offensive line. Then you're trying to stop the RPO of, is A.J. Brown going to come in on a quick slant, or is it going to be a go ball? Oh, no, Jalen Hurts decided to keep it, and now I got to tackle him. So I want him to be aggressive in this game when he's a runner.
And he could be such a factor. We're at the game against the Rams, and early in the game, they fake it to Saquon, and they have the counter play, and Hurts goes 44 yards. We never saw the play again. You know how frustrated I get with those offensive coaches. Would you run that counter play again? Give him the ball. Let's see if they can stop it. Hurts can be a factor. He can be a game changer if they involve him.
And how about the Chiefs offense? What's one key?
It's got to be controlling that defensive line. And Mahomes has been so good at it over the whole course of the year. And we saw all that quick passing, the RPOs in the last game against Buffalo. They didn't let Buffalo's defensive line be a factor at all. So Philadelphia, how are you going to deal with that quick passing game? Now, the other thing, we saw Zach Ertz catch a ton of balls for Washington. Okay, if Zach Ertz could catch 12 passes, can Travis Kelce? I mean, they better have a different plan for Kelce than they had for Ertz.
Man, that's exactly where I was going. The way that the Eagles play is those two corners are really good outside, and they can take away receivers. But in the middle of their defense, and Reed Blankenship ended up on Ertz a lot. And I think they got to either go with Gardner Johnson and I know Vic Fangio's not a big like double team and kind of get out of what he does as a defensive coordinator, but to me, like, they got to find a way to either pack the middle, whether that's a linebacker inside all the time on Kelce. But like, if Kelce has a big game, I just think you have no shot against the Chiefs, because that's their bread and butter. And I just believe when you play a good football team, you can't let them play doing the things that they love to do and play to their strengths.
Yep. It says your coach used to say, make them beat you left-handed. Don't let them beat you with their best stuff.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.